What's up, guys? This is Looney TNT. How you guys doing? Now, this is a video of me in Mace, kind of just killing some stuff, and I wanted to talk about the Destruction Warlock a little bit for you guys today. Now, as you guys know on my channel, sometimes I do some funny guides, and sometimes I do some real guides. Today is going to be a serious guide about PvP in 5.4.7. 0.2, 0.3, 0.2, 0.5, you know what I mean? So, now the Destruction Warlock is a really strong class currently, and there's a few things you should know about the class. The whole talents, let's talk about the talents. The talents really don't mean that much. There are ones that are better than the others, but there's really not a giant difference in them, to be honest, especially with sacrifice or getting your pet. In this video, I'm running sacrifice, and as you guys can see, my DPS on this boss, I actually finally got this achievement. Usually I never get it, but today I got the achievement, and you know, my DPS was okay on that fight, but it followed the same rotation that I did in my how to crit 1 million and how to crit 2 million. If you guys want to check those videos out, just click on my name and go to my channel and go to videos and scroll down, and you'll find those, and you guys will see the rotation that was kind of popping. But yeah, a big discussion is pet versus sacrifice. Which one is better? Now, pet versus sacrifice, that one's a toss-up for me because I use both of them, and I think that's what a lot of people need to understand is they need to understand that in these situations, they are situational. They are different. There are talents that you need on certain fights, and there's talents that you need on other fights. So there's not really a set talent for every encounter. It depends on how you guys are running your raids. You know, what is your and here I pop up the talents so you guys can see I'm actually talking about darkness, and I'm talking about cunning. Now, cunning and darkness, you know, which one is better? It goes back to situational. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to use so much mobility that you're not using fell flame enough, or do you want that a little bit extra damage or something for some reason? It depends on what you're trying to get at. Now, you look at Thok. You know, what do you want to do on Thok? What talents do you need on Thok? Kind of look at your talents and be open-minded. What I like to use on Thok might be different from what you guys like to use on Thok. Everything's really different. Like as you guys can see, here's my DPS on that fight. I think I hit like 400k or something on that. It's not bad for a random, you know. And you got to remember, you know, I'm not some pro PvEer, but I do enjoy doing these lower level heroics and things because they are fun to do, and they also help out a lot of people by blasting through it. Now, remember when you guys are starting any rating, starting any talents, starting anything, is to you know, I know a lot of people boosted to 90, and I know you guys are probably new to the Destruction Warlock scene. So the biggest thing is, you know, do some of these dungeons. Figure out how you like to play, because you can be a clone of a lot of different people, but unless you find your own scenarios with things, it's never gonna be the way you like to play it. And as you guys can see in this video, I'm kind of just having some fun. I'm backpedaling. I'm clicking some spells. I'm not doing anything crazy. It's a great learning environment for you to do this. You know, glyphs aren't a giant deal for Destruction Warlock. You got to remember that too. Our glyphs aren't very crazy, you know, and you guys are looking up a Destruction Warlock guide, but don't be scared to switch to Affliction on certain fights. And I think that's the biggest thing, not only about trying to be Destruction, but trying to remember, if I want to optimize my Warlock, my warlock needs to be the best that I can be as a player. Not just, alright, well, we need you as destruction. Alright, well, on certain fights, hey, we need you on this affliction. Second boss of Siege of Orgrimmar, multi-dotting is huge. You know, the top DPS for warlocks is affliction on that fight. So why not switch to affliction? Let's say you're not very good at affliction, like to stick to destro. Hey, you know what? We do really good on that fight too. But don't hinder yourself on thinking, hey, I gotta be this spec, I gotta be this spec, I have to pick this talent, I have to pick this talent. There's not any right or wrong in Mist of Pandaria. Warlords of Draenei, there might be some differences, and that's the whole thing. If you guys did boost to 90, remember, there's going to be a lot of changes. I know the whole thing about getting a warlock was, hey, you know what, they're doing some really good damage. You know, we always do really good damage, but destruction always does really good damage at the end of the expansion. When we start the expansion, we don't do that well because our gear's not maximized. It's kind of like warriors in PvP. When they first start out, they're okay, but they're not devastating. But they scale with gear very well. And then all of a sudden, at the end of expansion, everybody's crying warriors are OP. Well, it's the gear scaling, and that's kind of the same way with the destruction warlock. Affliction will be very strong in the beginning of the expansion. Demonology, we'll see what they do with demonology. And then destruction will be really, really good at the very end of everything. So, hopefully this guide kind of helps you guys out in a way that it didn't tell you guys exactly what to pick. If you guys want to see the rotation and see how I get these numbers, you know, go check out those guides on my channel. But this video is more for informing newer players. You know, don't get stuck looking at that guy that has killed a heroic Gurash, and hey, this guy stacks, you know, stamina, you know what I mean? Now, there's always different reasons they're stacking different things. So, if you guys get caught up in the, hey, this guy's doing this guy's doing that, their guild wants them to do it that way. Their guild is having trouble on this boss, so they had to do this. Don't get caught up in that stuff. Look at some guides, that's fine. Figure out what you like to do, and have a lot of fun. So, there's the video. Hopefully this helped you guys out. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that like button. And, you know, check out some more of my videos. Thanks, guys.